Hello and welcome to my twin flame journey. I am Shine, and this is going to be a new spread that I'm doing called the Law of Attraction. And this is going to cover the next 2 weeks, and it's for Earth signs: Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Um, Keep in mind the readings are general, so take what resonates and leave the rest. Also, if you'd like a personal reading, all the information is below. And if you'd like to donate to the channel, that information is also below. Now I have here what is the overview. This is the bottom of the deck card, which also kind of coincides with this. Then we have what vibration earth signs are currently sending out. What is it that they need to be more open to receiving? This card is what will come when you become more open to this. This represents the next step that you need to take, the leap of faith. And this card represents how can you manifest even more successfully. This is the message from the higher self or from spirit in regards to what you should do in the situation. This is also spirit's advice in regards to what you should do, and this is also further advice. So let's see what's going on. Well, the overall thing is the Nine of Cups in the reverse. Now, this is all about wishes not being fulfilled. It also could be about, feeling unhappy, obviously dissatisfied with the situation, dissatisfied emotionally with the situation. Can also mean materialism or greed, disappointments, unrealistic expectations, a sense something is missing deep down. It's also, again, smugness, shallowness, greed, superficial, materialism, gluttony. Again, if somebody just being arrogant or egotistical, and that might need to change. It's also about ill fortune due to overindulging food, drugs, drink, lack of concern for others, gloating, boasting about your success. So there's many meanings here, but for some there's obvious, disappointments in a situation, not feeling fulfilled. Again, some people might be dealing with people, or this could be the earth sign, as I have to make clear, obviously. Some earth signs might be clinging on to codependent situations for materialistic reasons, even though it's unfulfilling. Some people might be dissatisfied with another person's arrogance, smugness. Again, could have addictive problems. Apply the message as it may fit to your situation. Now, or again, feeling like something is missing deep down. Again, there's some kind of dissatisfaction here, or somebody's acting up and needs to check themselves. And then we have why. Why? Why? Number 31. Essential meanings, motives, driving intentions, the power of knowing the why. The oracle's message: there is great power in understanding your motives right now. The oracle asks you to be very clear about why you're asking this question, looking for this answer, behaving in this way, and most important, making this choice. Knowing your why is the key to fulfillment. When you are clear about it, your intention will then be a magnet for miracles. Motives define the nature of your experience. When you think about something, feel it, and then act on it. This invisible why is the life force energy within the seed, which brings it to life and holds the potential for growth. Relationship message: we don't always know why we engage in our relationships in the way that we do, mostly because our feelings aren't always logical. Now is the time to recognize whether you're being triggered by someone else or if your behavior is motivated by unresolved issues in the past. This includes our childhood wounding defense mechanisms. When you ask yourself, why am I feeling like this? And why did I say that? And spend some time in introspection, the answers may be surprising. Listen to the messages from your intuition, from the knowing deep within you. This also goes with the feeling like something's missing. Perhaps there's a need to reflect on what it is that you seek. What does it tell you about yourself and others? In the end, life is all about being loved. Miracles and a deep understanding of your needs and how to get them met are the buried treasures of the why. Uncover them by posing the most powerful question you can ask yourself and your partner today. Why? Prosperity message. Knowing the motives behind your career and creative ventures is the ticket to your greatest success. It's time to ask yourself some probing questions. Are you driven by a desire to serve? Does your prosperity impact the greater good? When you envision your most prosperous life, are you guided by a sense of purpose or by a need to make money, acquire things, save for the future, or all of these? No motive is bad or good, but having agendas hidden from yourself will lead to disappointment and possibly failure. Be clear about why you want the things you do. If the motives are true, accept them. If they are not, change them so you can step into your extraordinary life. Protection message. Sometimes subconsciously denying the truth may drive you towards a specific outcome that actually aligns with an intention hidden from your awareness. For example, you may want to be prominent in your position or your profession, but your desire is not really about sharing your talents, but about making yourself feel better because fame would cause people to admire and approve of you. Or you may want to reunite with a partner who rejected you because you believe that your love continues to be strong, but deep down, what you really desire is to have the last word with that person. Now is the time for deep soul searching of the why. What drives your choices? What you uncover will set you free and bring you even closer to the happiness that you seek. So then we won't be in unfulfilling wishes situations. Now, this is the current energy that Earth signs are sending out. We got the Fool in reverse. So it's like, yeah, nobody taking no chances over here. Risk taking. It's also about being restless. Again, if we're unhappy in a current situation that we need to move from, and also trying to recognize what were our motives or reasons for being in that. What do we want to go towards, or why do we want to do that? Again, being clear in our intentions and also not doing things that might be self-serving or have hidden agendas. Do what's in your highest and best. Be a person of integrity. Have courage. Again, but this is also about naivete or feeling foolish or not wanting to be foolish, not wanting to take a risk because we don't want to be made a fool out of. Feeling again something might be missing or not happy in the way someone has presented themselves in the past or currently. It's a total disregard of consequences of our actions. Living in the moment instead of planning ahead. It's about reckless, acting the fool, disregard for others as you're finding yourself, actions of being taken advantage of, a need for due diligence, a need to prepare for challenges, to do research, to make a right choice. It's a want also to feel competent, especially like in our work, to know what we're doing. Maybe fear is holding us back from pursuing something because we don't believe in ourselves. Again, we need to fix that. In love, it's about uncertainty or unsure of where something is heading or feeling insecure in some way, whether that's within oneself, again, not having the belief in oneself or not having the belief in somebody else. And again, not wanting to be taken advantage of or made a fool out of. Again, or some people, because we got a lot of people trying to come back from the past. Again, a lot of people, a lot of feminines have been questioning, well, what to do with this new information, or this person coming in looking for forgiveness or take back. Again, some people are wary about taking risks again because of people's past behavior. Or this could again be you, um, feeling like you made some foolish choices, and there's feeling unfulfilled, or having a disregard for the consequences of one's actions, and now kind of reaping what we've sown, or laying in the bed that we've made. And then we have here something that you need to be more open to receiving. We have the Queen of Cups in the reverse. It's like all these cards are in the reverse except for the advice. So obviously there's some stuff here that we're needing to look at. Seriously, that's why we got the why here. Something here isn't right, or something needs to be looked at on a deeper level. You also have two major arcanas here. So again, it could be a significant choice. It could be a life path choice, that we're needing to figure out the next steps to, or again, or what it is that we're putting out, and we're going to be getting back in return if we continue on this path. So again, all of these reversals are showing something that needs to be looked at on a deeper level. Reverse Queen of Cups is about emotional insecurity. It's also about codependency. A lot of masculines are in codependent situations. And again, masculine, feminine stand for energy, not necessarily gender. I always got to throw that out too. But a lot of masculines have went and jumped into another codependent situation, again, to fill a void and to be kind of taken care of, or whatever the situation was. That's where codependency comes in. Or it could be our own codependent tendencies, as far as looking to save somebody, looking to fix somebody, looking to heal somebody, and nobody can do it but themselves. We have a lot of, need to release control issues, cards that come up often. Again, or feeling insecure, not wanting to take a leap of faith, not wanting to be making a fool out of again, feeling unfulfilled in a situation, or because of someone's past behaviors, or maybe addictive tendencies. They could be a drinker, or whatever it is, whatever vices they may have problems with, or they could be your own. This is feeling out of touch with one's emotions, forced to restrict how you really feel inside, struggling to express yourself effectively, bottling up your feelings, increased stress that needs to be addressed before we hit the boiling point, feeling disconnected spiritually, dissatisfied, growing realization that we need to find our path. That's what we have here, realizing that something, we feel like something is missing, something's got to change, something's got to give. Knowing that we need to have some forward movement, but perhaps afraid of letting go what we got because it provides some kind of security or benefit, or filling a void, or whatever it is. So it's needing to get into alignment with ourselves and our choices and our wants and our desires, and what we're willing to do to manifest them, and what we're willing to let go of that no longer serves us as well. And it's also imagination running away with you. Maybe again, fear of fearing the worst. It's also being over emotional. It's also about weakness, thoughtlessness, moodiness, unstableness, somebody that's suspicious or secretive or manipulative or vindictive, mood swings, self-loathing, again, if we're lacking belief in ourselves. Again, codependent, emotionally, substance, financial, whatever it is. It's also being an overgiver and gets nothing in return. So again, relationships are about balance. And if you're giving more than you're receiving, you need to look at that. If you're feeling disconnected and dissatisfied in your life, and you're knowing something's got to change, you're needing to look at that. If you're struggling to express yourself, keeping everything inside, you're needing to look at that. If you got codependency issues in whatever form that may take, you're needing to look at that. Because it's preventing you from forward movement. It's preventing you from having your wishes fulfilled, from being happy, from getting your Nine of Cups. Again, they're all reversed. So again, there is something that needs to be looked at in regards to ourselves and perhaps the people that we're dealing with. And then what will come when you become more open to releasing all of this stuff that's keeping you from being receptive, keeping you from having your wishes fulfilled, keeping you from embarking on new journeys, taking leaps of faith. We have the Star in the reverse. Again, and this is what will come if you're open to this. Well, what will come is you'll get out of your lack of faith, because in the reverse, this talks about a lack of faith, despair, discouragement. Spiritual mission is distorted, dwelling on negative issues, conceding defeat, giving up, needing to work past these issues. So again, this is something that you're needing to work past. Any disbelief that you're having in yourself, you're needing to step into your empowerment, living and learning, applying lessons, being open to change, embracing your future, etc., etc. Not feeling connected, needing to move on. It's also again a loss of faith, needing to look for a sign. It's also a test of faith, a trying time that brings an awakening or a transformation. So whatever it is that you've gone through, it was meant to teach you something. It was meant for you to address, again, either something within yourself or what you're allowing to come into your energy, who you're dealing with. Now we have here, this represents the next step that you have to take, the leap of faith. Well, we got the Knight of Pentacles, which is the slowest moving knight in the deck, but in the reverse, it's like nothing's happening. Stagnation. This is about laziness, boredom, feeling stuck. So we're needing to get out of this. If there's no progress, you might be stubborn and need to compromise, resistant to change, stagnation, feeling stuck in the routine or a pattern of behavior. Again, if there's something within us that is karmic, wounding, conditioning, having a negative effect on ourselves and others, something that needs to be, again, addressed, recognizing the patterns in ourselves and, again, in our relationships, different people, but same scenarios, again, because they're being presented to you to teach you something about yourself. And until you get the lesson, you're going to find yourself always in the same situations. So again, there is a need here for self-reflective work. And also about healing, recognizing, again, what's got to go, what doesn't serve us, because in some way it's holding us back. Boredom, restlessness, routine, freeing yourself from repetition, the need to. It's also craving change, spontaneity, because when one's bored, lost the romantic side now, and perhaps only focusing on the day-to-day. Some people, due to whatever they've been through, their hearts may be closed off. They might not be, again, open. Their hearts are closed. They're not healing. They're not wanting to move forward. They're stuck in the pain of it, which, again, healing takes time. No one's trying to tell you how to heal yourself, but just be able to self-reflect and love yourself enough to want to heal yourself. Whatever pace you do that in, that's on you. But the universe is always rooting for you. They're hoping that you can even find the light in the darkness. Find the gem in the pile of shit. And usually the gem, again, is something that you find within you, a lesson that you needed to learn, that though it was painful and difficult or challenging or whatever it was, or caused you to lose relationships, or causing you to constantly make decisions where you're self-sabotaging yourself. Again, it's a need to self-reflect on one's life, do a life review and figure out again what you want, what you don't want, what you're willing to do to go for what you want. Try to not have a negative outlook or a pessimistic outlook, because if you've truly learned the lesson, you'll be more aware of anybody who's serving their own interests or shady or lying, and you won't even deal with them. You'll stand up for yourself. Again, a lot of these lessons involve self-love and self-respect. Or if you found that you've lost relationships because you took more than you were willing to give. If you enter into, again, relationships just to have voids filled and needs met, but you're not really there, feeling dissatisfied in that because you know that you want more. You know that that's not really a right situation to be in. It's not fair to you. It's not fair to them. But it's about having belief in oneself, wanting to do the work, to do the healing, so that we can have better relationships, so that we can have better job opportunities. Again, it all begins within you. And if you don't believe in yourself, or if you're in the stinking thinking, or if you're in the karma and the conditioning, and you're not willing to change, and you're not willing to grow, this is going to stay in reverse. There's not going to be any kind of movement. At least that's positive. Again, being resistant. It's also about isolation. So again, if we've been sad and being in all in our feelings, it's about perhaps we've been isolating ourselves, trying to heal. And again, there's nothing wrong with that. Just be careful not to have it go into the extreme. Now, how can you manifest even more successfully? In regards to this, the Two of Pentacles is about juggling, and this is about dropping one of the balls. One of the things that you're toggling around, one of the things you're juggling isn't serving you. It's about, releasing, dropping one of the balls so that you can focus on what's going to bring you your highest and best. It's about financial disarray. Again, maybe needing to get our finances in order so that we're not dependent on other people, or so that we can manifest what we're looking to manifest, whether that be in career, relationship, whatever it is. So it's a need to get organized, because currently we're disorganized. Struggling to manage finances, as I said, easily overwhelmed by responsibilities. Again, fear keeping us stuck. What plan B looks like. How do we get from A to C? Oh, well, it seems like it's going to be too much. I'm going to have to do this, this, and this, and it's going to be difficult or challenging. So we just kind of stay, because again, it requires work. It requires courage, and some people don't want to put in the work, and they don't have the courage. It's not managing work and family commitments. So again, needing to get stuff in balance, needing to budget. Not overcommit. Again, don't give more than you receive. Watch your spending. Don't get distracted. Find a focus. If your focus is on self-healing, self-progression, focus on that. If it's in regards to career, focus on that. But there needs to be some healing, some reflective work, some weighing out stuff, some willing to change, coming out of the sadness, coming out of the stagnation, dropping the ball or whatever we've been going back and forth with on our mind again, and try to focus on one thing that's going to bring us balance. It's about prioritizing. And then the message from Spirit is the Two of Wands. So this, of course, speaks about, the person A's got the world in his hands. We also have here two. It could be two choices, two pentacles, Two of Wands. Some people might be needing to decide between two people, or two choices. So again, it's a need to focus. What do you want? Why do you want it? And what do you need to do to go and get it? Choosing your path. The world is your oyster. Again, this is an opportunity for huge potential, understanding one's ambitions and what must be done, having an enthusiastic approach to life and passion on your adventure. It's also a spark of inspiration on a path forward, discovery, a need to step out of one's comfort zones. Again, if we're staying in things because we're fearing point B, or we're fearing having to step up, or we're fearing having to let go of some things that we know are not serving us, that are causing us to lose relationships or lose sleep or lose money, whatever it is, consider the long-term plan. Like, what do you want in the long term? We can't sit in stagnation anymore because nothing's going to change. It's also about overseas travel. Some people might need to travel overseas to reunite with somebody. There's a lot of people looking to reunite with past people. It's about exploring one's options. It's about decisions. Again, sticking to what you know or being willing to expand your horizons. Taking a risk, because right now we're not taking any risks. Again, exploring one's options, patience and focus on intent. So again, it's about you are the co-creator in your life. So it's up to you to make a plan and create a path and get a move on. And then what you need to do is we have the High Lady of Love and Compassion, reverence, kindness, and consideration, but this was in the challenge position. And then we also have Gaia's Garden, fruition, abundance, and reaping what you sow. And I mentioned something about laying in beds and now we're lying in it. But again, all is a lesson. And it's your free will choice of what you do that's going to determine your destiny. Don't sit in the woes. Don't sit in the shoulda, woulda, couldas. Don't sit in don't give away your power. Heal thyself and be progressive in your thinking. Oh, this is number one. So let us see what number one is. When the High Lady of Love and Compassion appears as your challenger, she gently reminds you to snap out of self-centeredness, as I said. Remember I said somebody could be being controlling or being in their ego or whatever it is. The ego has set a sneaky trap for you. You may have forgotten that to create an abundant life, you must be conscious of how your choices impact those around you. Are you trying to manipulate others to get what you want without consideration for them? As I mentioned, entering into relationships for codependent reasons, to have a void filled because you don't want to be alone and you look for somebody to pay your way, not putting in any effort into becoming independent, self-sufficient. We got a lot of people dealing with narcissists, or you're a narcissist, or you're just a mooch, or a homosexual, or whatever you want to call it. That's called people entering relationships so they won't be homeless. It's 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 a need to get out of that. That's a karmic lesson there, a financial one, and also about not treating people as means to an ends, so or allowing them to do that to us. So again, you have forgotten that to create an abundant life, you must be conscious of how your choices impact those around you. Are you trying to manipulate others to get what you want without consideration for them? Is it possible that your good intentions are about helping too much? Remember, I mentioned that also. Don't be given more than you're receiving. You cannot heal somebody. You cannot fix them. It has to come from them. And for a lot of people who have been dealing with narcissists, they love attention, good or bad. And being a love devotee, constantly trying to get them to see the light, sending them soliloquies and 20-page letters, they just feed off of the attention. And they'll be not participating in it, avoiding talking about it, lying to cover up their lies, ignoring you. Again, know what you're dealing with, know your worth, know your value, and don't accept anything less than you deserve. And what you feel you deserve is represented by how you feel about yourself. That's why I always reiterate self-love and self-respect first and foremost, always. So it's about enabling another person to remain the same and preventing his or her growth. There's a difference between being supportive and being enabling. And a lot of people don't realize that, especially when they're involved with narcissists or with people that are using them for whatever they can get out of you, and pretending that they love you. And by you not standing up for yourself, you're not loving yourself, and you're also not showing them that that is not acceptable. And it stagnates both people's growth. Sometimes it's better to let others hit bottom with their own suffering rather than trying to make it easier for them. Sometimes you need to be cruel to be kind. Be conscious that you aren't alone in this world. Begin to behave as if the God in all life, in every person, matters. That's why it says, don't treat people as means to an end. Remember that the living world is a sacred community, and you're a magical and important part of it. But you're not the only one who counts. Again, relationships about equal give and take. It's about listening to both people's sides of things, communication. Not the world doesn't revolve around us, and again, we shouldn't be treating people as means to an end or allow others to do that to us. The High Lady of Love and Compassion is waiting to guide you and be your friend and ally. Think first of others, and she will orchestrate your ultimate success. And then we have Gaia's Garden. In Gaia's Garden, you have everything you need to make your dreams come true. There is no shortage of anything, and you're constantly reminded of the law of supply. Gaia is the infinite spirit manifest in all tangible things. She represents the abundance of nature. When she comes to you as your ally, she invites you to partake of all the blessings of life. There will always be enough for everyone. Success comes to you from the fruits of your intentions, and all is well with the world as a result. This is also a sign to remind you to give thanks and maintain an attitude of humility and gratitude as your greatest good now manifests for you. Gaia's gifts are sweeter when you share them with others. Again, this is about opportunities, cycles ending, new ones beginning, being open to change, getting out of our comfort zone, looking within ourselves, doing a life review, doing a relationship review, recognizing patterns of behavior within ourselves, recognizing patterns in regards to relationship partners, the same situation, but different people. Again, there's something that needs to be looked at here in regards to motives, intentions, desires, the self. Otherwise, if we don't, we're going to just stay stagnant. We're needing to drop the ball. One of these kids doesn't belong here. One of these balls is positive and one is negative, needing to release what no longer serves us. Again, step into your power, step into your truth. Be the co-creator of your life. Treat people as how you would want to be treated. And again, and don't accept any treatment less than what you deserve. This is all, the bigger picture in it all. And your advice is joy. By enjoying this moment, I am giving thanks to God in my life. This is about just trying to be happy. Again, you can't put a time stamp on healing, but know that you are loved. Know that you are watched over by the universe. Know that they're always rooting for you. And then they're wanting to give you what you deserve. But you have to believe that you deserve it. You have to pass these classes. You have to shed this karma. You have to get these lessons in order to manifest your highest and best. Again, it all starts with the self. If you believe in you, you can manifest. If you don't, you will attract things that will be karmic and lessons that are needing to be learned. But again, it's all part of the journey. So even the bad things that happen, there's a gem in there somewhere. And again, the gem is something that you're meant to find within yourself. And try to be happy. And stand in your integrity. I trust my ability to know what is true for me. Again, know what you deserve. Have boundaries, self-love, self-respect, have standards. This is also being a person of integrity, which means you become an honest person. So if anybody's been using people as means to an end or something, we're needing to get out of that. and be a person of integrity. You know what I'm saying? And be strong. I pull myself up and do what needs to be strong. I mean, do what needs to be done. They were always encouraging you. Have faith in yourself, believe in yourself, do the healing work, and good things will come. But you got to have courage. Like I said, one of these cards here is about not having courage in the reverse. You know, be strong, have faith, have belief in yourself, love yourself enough to want to do the work, and trust. I know that God in His infinite wisdom and love is answering my prayers right now. Even if it seems that everything is crap, trust. Again, if you've lived and learned, it was meant to happen. And trust that the universe will bring in something better when you learn the lessons, when you heal yourself, and you're no longer attracting those things that are pacifying those wounds or that are mirroring those wounds that need to be healed. So trust again that everything happens for a reason, as we're sitting here wondering why. And it's about giving and receiving. I balance being generous and receptive because both are equally important. Again, a lot of feminines were dealing with jumping through hoops, trying to prove themselves, and masculines were not opening up and cheating and lying and being the runner and, you know, not doing a lot of taking and not a lot of giving. And the feminine was giving too much. Again, making yourself small to build someone else up never serves either person because, again, it's enabling their karma, enabling your own karma, and knowing that, again, relationships should be balanced. It's about giving and receiving. And forgiveness. I am willing to release old resentment so that I may enjoy my life. So if we're holding on to anything that's keeping us stuck, we're needing to try to forgive, again, live and learn. That don't mean you got to take somebody back, but, you know, forgiveness is more for you than them because it allows you to free up this energy, whatever it is that's keeping everything in reverse here. And if you need to ask for forgiveness, you get out of your own way, address what needs to be addressed, and help heal a situation and release the energy. And for both situations, or any situation, do it all with grace. I am filled with the same beauty, poise, and divine perfection as all of God's other creations. It's just, again, about trying to take it all with a smile. Even though, like I said, it was shit. And then we have religious factors. Your love life is influenced by your religious upbringing and spiritual path. Again, karma, karmic soulmates, lessons, conditioning, wounding, the journey. It's all part of your spiritual path. Know again that whatever you've gone through, it's only meant to make you wiser, stronger, better, and ascending higher. So it says, try to even see the silver lining in the crappy cloud. I'm having a hard time talking. Maybe there's some earth signs here are having trouble with communication. But here, it's just to kind of let you know that it's all part of the plan, as you're, again, wondering why. And then we have chemistry. There's a strong magnetic attraction here. This also could just be about the law of attraction. What you put out, you get back. So be careful of that. And also, you know, in regards to someone you're dealing with, there could be a strong magnetic attraction. But again, know what you're dealing with. Just because there's a strong attraction doesn't mean that there's more to it than just the sex part or the physical or the woo-woo. But they're saying there is. And that you deserve love, of course. But you got to believe in it. You got to believe you do. Because if you don't love yourself, you're only going to attract people who are going to mirror that back to you. People that you're going to be chasing and jumping through hoops and trying to prove yourself, or who don't treat you right because you don't have boundaries. You're not sticking up for yourself, and you're allowing them to take more than they give. Again, you deserve love, so believe that you do. Do the work, heal thyself, and all will be better. And then we have true love. This is the romance of a lifetime. So maybe for some of you, the person you're dealing with, they could be your true love, but they need to straighten up and fly right, or come correct, or don't come at all. Whatever it is, again, don't compromise your self-love, self-respect, standards, or values. Or they could be saying, hey, you deserve love. You went through this experience for a reason. Heal yourself, get the deeper meaning behind it all, live and learn, and it's all part of your path, and move towards true love. And then we have release your exes. Like I said, some people aren't looking to go back. So they might just say you're needing to clear the energy. Try to release, the negative, the dark cloud that's hanging over the situation. This could also be about releasing the stuff within ourselves that got to go, that's holding us back. Or this could also mean if you're needing to come clean, ask for forgiveness, have conversations. If people are trying to reconcile, you're needing to, again, clear the energy, release the past so that you can manifest true love in the present moment. Because we have reconciliation. Something for your past is returning to your life. So, or it could be also releasing yourself from your current codependent situation and you're wanting to go back to someone else. That's true. That's your true love. This could be the person that is coming back from the past. Or, if we're not dealing with third-party situations, it's just you and the person dealing with, or you got another soulmate coming in. You got to release this other situation first. And then we have let your friends help you. Ask for and accept support from others. Maybe you'll meet them when you're out with your friends. Or maybe you need to ask for some support to help you through your sadness. Don't isolate yourself. Go out with some friends. Or if you're needing to help in financial situations, ask around for a job, ask around for a loan, ask around for something, but make some kind of effort to get yourself out of your situation. And then we got separation, time apart from your partners on the horizon. So this is to let you know that during your time of separation, you're meant to be doing the healing work, and the angels and your guides are trying to help you. See how they're floating over the people there, trying to help them in their painful separation. Or they could be reiterating that you might be separated from this person a little longer because somebody's still having financial issues. Because we've got finances and career. Financial issues are a factor in your love life right now, whether that's in both of you or just them or whatever it is. But this is a factor. Codependency has to go. Fear has to go. Lying has to go. Being a doormat has to go. Like there are just this stuff, repetitive patterns, negative behaviors, self-sabotaging things, treating people as means to an ends. All this stuff. Whatever's got to go, got to go. And maybe everybody's got to focus on their finances and career. And they have here, give your relationship a chance, work on your partnership. And then they also have deception. Someone's wearing a false self-mask. So either somebody's lying, somebody's hiding how they feel, and they're needing to open up and make some efforts, give the relationship a chance. Or, they could be warning you that somebody's coming in trying to ask for another chance. And maybe they're only looking for financial something, even though codependency isn't in here. Again, I always say, just know what you're dealing with. Whenever these deception cards come up, it could mean a couple of different things. Self-deception, someone else being deceptive, again, in a negative way, or in a not so negative way by just not speaking up. But it's negative to them because, again, you're holding yourself up. You're not expressing yourself. Feelings that are, bottled up, unable to express oneself, hiding how we feel. You know what I'm saying? There are so many scenarios because, again, it's a general reading. But I send you love and light. I wish you healing and luck in regards to this and anything else you might be going through. Please like, subscribe, and share. Leave comments, etc., etc. And check your moon and rising and Venus to get additional messages. I think I said that in the beginning. But if not, there it is again. And until next time, take care. Bye-bye.